Full-time Raiders have been beaten here 34-20. South Sydney the winners.
Rolling on from a 7-1 win record at the start of the season, South Sydney's last start win came at a cost, with a number of star players sidelined with injury. Who would play where would likely turn to a guessing game for a lot of us.
It looked like Troy Dargan might be a good chance of getting a run.
Troy Dargan, I think you got the players mixed up.
Oh, is it Hawkins, is it?
Yeah, good on you.
I couldn't quite tell.
Oh,
so he's a chance of running out in 7?
Yeah, he is.
Put me on the spot. What is the spine? It's Cody Walker is playing fullback, Alex Johnson on one wing, and then Gags is in the centres. There's Gags on the wing, Gags to the wing, Masters. Burns, yeah, Burns. Burns and Masters in the centres. Yeah, but who knows if that's actually what they'll end up playing. And then Hawkins and Cody in the halves. Sorry, Benji. Benji, I already said Cody fullback. Yeah. It's confusing.
Pardon Gus while he coughs. And again.
You've come to me at a very bad time.
There's Dean Hawkins, the halfback.
Last night.
Boys trained good through the week. Obviously, Benji and young Hawker in the house, so I'm excited. Looking forward to seeing what they can do.
I was knitting gloves as usual, and I gave a pair to Montana to take home with her. And then today she's turned up and she's brought me a little present because she knows how much I love rainbows, so she's brought me a present. God love her. It's the sort of game that it's very unpredictable, and of course the rain's a real sort of leveller as well, so you never know what's going to happen. So we'll see.
Today we're celebrating our mothers, our Rabbitohs mothers. We want to make them feel welcome and part of our Rabbitohs family. We've got all our mothers here in this lovely suite, cake, champagne, hats.
I have flown from the Gold Coast to see Jed play today and to be here for Mother's Day. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, but it's great. He's been looking forward to coming back and it's happening.
Most of the guys now are doing ambassadorships and aligning themselves with charities. And Jed has put his hand up to be our mental health ambassador, something that's very important in these times.
Jan did tell me the news and I was incredibly proud of that. Such an important thing, and I'm so grateful he's found a happy home here at the Bunnies and is receiving the support from Jan and the team that he is. It makes me a really happy, proud mum.
Tough opposition tonight. Hopefully we can get across the line.
Here they come! Your South Sydney Rabbitohs!
So round number 9 is underway. Playing the ball inside 20, and here they come. With Walker joined again, and Johnston it is now. It's gone forward. Hold the phone, hold everything. Melbourne have beaten Souths 50 points to 0.
You always got to stay to the end.
Yeah, we always stay till the end.
Yeah.
Even though it's painful.
Yeah, thick and thin. Can't be good all the time.
Probably got what we deserve. We've been heading that way in the last couple of weeks and managed to pull games out of the fire, but they're too good for that, it's Melbourne, so.
It's a big dent. It's a big wake-up call.
Definitely, yeah.
A long way to come back.
How do you pick someone up after something like that, is it?
We'll just have to watch.
Secrets?
No secrets.
After South Sydney's biggest loss of the season, the team would travel to Brisbane for Magic Round. They would be bolstered by Adam Reynolds' return, yet saddened by his departure.
Congratulations, Adam, on the deal. It's obviously a tough decision.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, never easy leaving the place you've grown up your whole life. Saying that, I'm happy it's done and out of the way, and can move on and focus on footy.
Biggest thing for, I guess, the Rabbitohs fans, they know you'll give it your all this year.
Yeah, look, I'll certainly never quit once I've got that jersey on. Bleed red and green. I've grown up in the area my whole life, and yeah, that's probably the saddest part out of all of this. That not leaving the fans, but yeah, obviously won't be playing at the club next year, and the fans have been a massive part of that. They've certainly made the joy of playing for South Sydney. They've been supportive, whether they've been winning or losing. So yeah, that's probably the hardest thing to come out of this.
Oh, I feel for all the members. I've been getting a load of support messages over the last couple of days, couple of weeks, and they've been nothing but great for me. So I just want to thank them from the bottom of my heart, and I'll let them know that I will be doing everything possible to make sure I do get that number 22. There's no other way I want to go out of South Sydney rather than winning a comp. We've got a special group of fellas here and a loyal support base, which has been terrific from day one. I remember 10 years ago when they welcomed a young, fresh, no tattooed boy into the team, and there was a bit of uncertainty, and there'll probably be a few similarities to the next generation coming through, and obviously wish them all the best. But for this year, obviously I want to go out on a high and obviously give the members and fans that joy of lifting the trophy, and hopefully we can party through Redfern and well on through into the off-season.
Obviously a little bit sad that he's leaving the Bunnies, club that I've supported all of my life, but he's done what he's had to do for his family.
Well, in all honesty, Adam made the decision for himself and his family, and hey, that's the way it is. And my husband was a Broncos supporter, so I'm glad he's going to the Broncos.
South Sydney will be sorry to lose him, we all are, but that's the way it worked out. It wasn't his fault, it wasn't the club's, it's just a situation we find ourselves in with salary cap. I take captaincy of the club extremely seriously, and you know, it's some guys there that a couple of them could have done the job, but I wanted him to do the job because I just thought he had all those attributes, and that makes good captains and makes great teammates. He brings those qualities, and that's what they'll get the most benefit out.
There it is, and we're on our way. Game 4 of Magic Round. Here's Marshall, beautiful, just sublime, and it's Keon Kalamatangi presented with a try. Pull that down to the veteran Benji Marshall.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Now Benji, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You can't defend it. A great catch from Alex Johnston, and that's the 10th sin bit of this weekend.
The directive is the head and neck.
Also play Walker. Remember they're one man down here, and Gagai just cuts them open. And then a beautiful pass to Walker. Goodbye. South down to 12, and it doesn't matter. Cody Walker goes in. And that just might break things wide open. 4 tries in the Sydney in the first half. And it is half-time here at Suncorp Stadium. South Sydney leading Cronulla 20 points to 6. Final play, down the middle they go. And now it comes out here for Cody Walker. He's got a second try. And that might just be enough for the Bunnies. Games coming forward. Yeah, I think we're going to see where they truly are at. Here's a strong run down the middle, Jai Arrow. He's gone all the way. Jai Arrow has muscled his way over. Now they're home. Now they can celebrate. And the celebrations are really on now. Boy, they're happy for Jai, aren't they?
Yeah, really good work here from Jai.
But Jai Arrow, first try as a Bunny. face last week's horror result against Melbourne. Full time at Suncorp. South Sydney 32, Cronulla 22.
Yeah, we could have easily lost it, but we did hang in. We're pretty good at that.
So what went wrong in the second half then, Wayne?
I don't know. When you get to interview them, you ask them and I'll read your article.
After a scrappy win, South Sydney's focus turns to a top-of-the-table clash with the Penrith Panthers. With Latrell Mitchell set to return, the match is shaping up to be one of the biggest of the year.
Yeah, 4 weeks in a spelling paddock. I couldn't help but not be there, and it was a bit disappointing every week that I couldn't be out there with the boys. And you know, it sort of felt like I let them down for the last 4 weeks. But you know, they've done a great job without me, and you know, you can see how much depth we have throughout the team, and the experience that we have with Cody and Benji and Reno. So you know, to come back this week, an important jersey to wear, and obviously Indigenous round next week is perfect timing, I guess, in a sense where we could. You know, I can take my footy to another level. It's middle of the year now, and get the combinations back with Cody and Ren and start going. Can't wait.
Church plays. Coughing for that lady just a little smoke. Bit worried there. Well, we're coming back too strong for my liking. But we held them out, which was good. But I thought they had us. You know what I mean?
Cody did a great job for us back at fullback. We only lost the one game.
He held it all right, but I don't think he's a fullback. He's back to 5'8". Why didn't they put AJ fullback? He's originally fullback. Anyway, that's my assumption of it. They just keep coming, don't they? Penrith them up. Half back and 5'8", they're killing them. Lualai, isn't it? Lualai. Thank you. See you later. Right up.
What a day it is to be on the western plains of New South Wales, right here at Apex Oval in Dubbo. It is a capacity crowd.
I think it was one of the things we said, you know, after being suspended, he doesn't come back until Dubbo, so Panthers sitting at top of the table. The Rabbitohs need to reclaim that form as well, so what better place to do it here in Dubbo? They've done extremely well in the communities as well. I know they've been out into a lot of the schools, so, you know, hats off to South Cares and the players that have been involved with that as well. So, you know, we're excited about this as a community. First NRL game out here, and hopefully the Rabbitohs are able to, you know, succeed here today with a win.
We just want to see how close South Sydney are to them, or if they can beat them. If any side can, with Latrell Mitchell coming back in, I think it's them, but we'll find out soon.
Spinning, still trying to get it down. What hands they have, what strength they possess.
Power, speed, agility.
They might be the Panthers, but they're like sharks at the moment. They smell blood in the water, and everybody pushing up, sensing there was a chance there. And once they get a chance, well, they almost never waste them. Today, the Panthers way too good for the fourth place Rabbitohs. They've beaten them 56 points to 12.
I'm sorry for all the fans here today, the way we played. They deserve better than that. It was a great afternoon. It was great Great venue, atmosphere was wonderful. They wanted to get into the game, but we just couldn't get them into the game because we couldn't get ourselves into the game.
That's not us, that's not South Sydney. And
we know we can be better and we know what we need to do to be better.
Obviously it's been a tough couple of weeks for the club, and for me watching from the sidelines, not being able to do anything out there.
The belief's definitely still there.
You know, everyone's hurting down there, and obviously we'll make sure we go out on the weekend and it won't happen again.
Following the side's disappointing showing in Dubbo, the focus now shifts to an all-important date against another top 4 team, in a round that South Sydney knows all too well.
Parramatta, I think we got a wood over them for some reason, again. And South has played a bit stronger too, being Indigenous round, I'd say.
You're a Lapa boy, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah,
LA all the way.
I played for Lapa growing up, since 9 to under 16s. I played out there in my juniors, so what do you think it would be, being from Lapa, for the community, being represented on the jersey?
It would be big. It's big, because I don't think we've ever had this during back in the day, and it's always been my vision to come up and do this, have the way, or at least something from Lapa on a South jersey at least.
A lot of people come out of La Rose. Had some deadly footballers. Fair few made the grades of South Sydney and eastern suburbs. Lapa Stewart, Reggie Russell, Stumpy Adler, Kevin Longbottom, Eric Sims. My old man taught Eric how to kick.
Bruh, do you want to see something? Look at this, bruh.
Oh, that's right.
How cool, eh?
Hey, keep it down.
Alan McKenzie, remember the blokes who done, the lad who done my other boots last year? Got my 2 boys with the boomerangs on it. Far out, man. Me and my cousin and a few other people from home started up a mental health program. We were just raising awareness, for our mental health. We're using rugby league as a platform for our kids to reconnect with their mental health. And last year we'd had about, I think it might have been 9 or 10 players that were wearing the boots and auctioned them off. And the game last year, I remember all the boys coming and asking me if they could do it. So I thought, what better way than this year than to try and have every player in the squad to have it. And I think we've got about 27 players this year that, will have their boots designed, which is an amazing feat.
All my families and uncles and that used to burn in boomerangs and all that. And I still got the original boomerangs, but they burnt in, but I throw when I go away. I was going to try and learn the kids, but you can only learn them one at a time. Otherwise, you get lifted with a boomerang. And you can't have a bunch at a time. Want me to throw it through too? That's what's called a spin. But that's what's called the wind gone. Well, this is Bidjigal, my mum's side, and that's down the coast where Laddie moved to live down St George's Basin, or the basin they called it. He used to come here all the time as a kid. Grand final we won in 1975, C grade. I was only a skinny little fella, still a skinny. All this was a big hill all the way around, and then took it away with the trees. It was a good all over it was. I reckon they spoiled it. Anyway, nearly time to go because I've got to have the bus ready by 2:30. All right, mate? So what are you going to do? You're just going to take a photo of the... I'll pack up and...
Well, I'm hoping for a win. It's the Indigenous round. We know we've got a strong representation of the boys. I know they want to win for that jersey, for our people. So I'm thinking that we're due for a win. We've had a few big defeats past couple of weeks against top 4 sides, you know, so the power in the top 4 along with us. So we need to win to prove a point. We've got close to a full squad back, full strength squad. So Cam Murray's back, so we should have a bit of punch to the pack, and our back line is fully set. So I won't say fingers crossed. I'm pretty confident, quietly confident that we'll get the win tonight.
The Eora Nation is bounded by nature's own, the Hawkesbury River to the north.
Indigenous round's everything, you know, it's about celebrating our culture and how proud and strong we are as First Nations people in this country.
Nepean to the west.
Now to see so many Indigenous greats come through, like your Inglisses, Trells and Day and Go guys, I mean, the list will go on, and I think that's great to be a part of a club like that.
We've got a great group here of Indigenous players who love to give back.
Young Aboriginal kids look up and love these guys that play on TV. These amazing players that again, it seems such a distant dream to have these guys within their lounge room is a huge visual representation of what they can achieve.
When you go out to Indigenous communities across New South Wales, Queensland, we can relate to a lot of the kids there. I've grown up in a small country town, so I can understand some of the struggles that kids can go through, and just showing our face and showing that we are human and we've been through that sort of struggle as well. I think that sort of makes it real.
And Georges River to the south, and in between those 3 mighty rivers is the Eora Nation. And the Clans land we're on this evening is the Borromadigal.
Is this a week that you need to make a statement to show that you are still in the premiership hunt?
As long as someone crosses the try line and we win the game, I'll be happy. They'll be one of the brothers, and if they do score, they better do a little proper celebration for it to represent.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you.
So here we go. It's a blockbuster. The EELS and the Rabbitohs. He's Cook. Darling, going to the line. He didn't have one run last week, and he scores inside the first 2 minutes. This is the most perfect start for the Rabbitohs. Here's Cook. Now Walker. Out to Mitchell. Shovels it along. It's delectable. And it's Alex Johnston who goes over in the corner. Walker. Oh my goodness. Same play. Different scorer. Some of the Bunnies fans are standing and applauding as their team is returning to form, it seems. Oh, what a sparkling first half. So it's South Sydney leading the Eels at the break, 20 points to 6. Gagai is killing them. Johnston hat-trick. And Gagai, he gets another. Oh, they're having a party out there. An Indigenous round, a wonderful night for so many of those South Sydney Indigenous players. 38-20 South over the Eels.
In the wake of yet another Indigenous round win, South Sydney would pick up from where they left off against the Newcastle Knights.
It's the best line we play with, the best fullback, half forward, they'll look after you out there, and this forward pack won't let you down, mate. So once you go out there, do your thing, be Pete, back yourself, and enjoy this moment, mate.
How we perform tonight is going to be testing for us without some of our stars, but it just gives us an opportunity to blood some amazing players. I mean, Peter Mamazoulis is quick. He's as quick as cookie. Sitting on the bench, and hopefully he gets some game time. I think he will.
Going Walker, good hands. Burns away to Johnston, who picks up from where he left off before the bye at half-time here at Stadium Australia. 2 tries apiece. There is Peter Mamazoulis, assuming he'll pick up from where Benji Marshall left off. Comes out the back. Here's Johnston again. He's got yet another hat-trick. We love you, Peter.
He's very humble. He's very down to earth. Cares about everybody he's with, and very respectful respectable character.
Yeah, not much else to say about him. He summed it up pretty well.
This will wrap it up tonight as the Knights come to this right-hand side at full time. They were too good tonight for the Newcastle Knights. They've beaten them here at Stadium Australia 24 points to 10.
Compare it to this time last year, well, I think we're streets ahead. And I think we're just going to keep building.